The 19th century in Russia was a time of immense social and political upheaval. This period of change coincided with an explosion of literary talent. We call this period the Golden Age of Russian literature. This era produced some of the world's most celebrated novelists, playwrights, and poets. These figures grappled with the complexities of their time. They explored themes of love, faith, loss, and the human condition. Their works continue to resonate with readers centuries later. These writers were not just storytellers. They were keen observers of human nature. They were critics of their society. They were philosophers wrestling with life's big questions. Their writings offer a window into the soul of Russia. They capture the hopes, anxieties, and dreams of a nation in flux. From the sweeping epics of Leo Tolstoy to the psychological depths of Fyodor Dostoevsky, this period redefined Russian literature. It pushed the boundaries of storytelling. It engaged with the social and moral issues of the day. These writers left an indelible mark on world literature.
The Romantic movement, which swept through Europe in the early 19th century, found fertile ground in Russia. Romanticism, with its emphasis on emotion, individualism, and the sublime, offered a powerful lens through which to view the changing world. Alexander Pushkin, often hailed as the father of modern Russian literature, embodied the spirit of Romanticism. Pushkin's works celebrated the beauty of the Russian language. He gave voice to the passions and aspirations of his generation. His poetry, plays, and prose were infused with a sense of longing for a more ideal world. He explored themes of love, honor, and the search for meaning in a rapidly changing society. Pushkin's influence on subsequent Russian writers cannot be overstated. He laid the foundation for a national literature. He provided a model for future writers to emulate and subvert. Pushkin's legacy extended beyond his own time. He continues to inspire readers with his lyrical language and timeless themes.
As the 19th century progressed, a new literary movement began to take hold in Russia: realism. Realism sought to portray life as it was, without romantic embellishment or idealization. It focused on the everyday experiences of ordinary people. It explored the social and economic realities of the time. Nikolai Gogol, with his satirical wit and sharp social commentary, was a pivotal figure in the transition to realism. Gogol's works exposed the hypocrisy, corruption, and absurdity of Russian society. He did so with a mixture of humor and despair. His characters, often flawed and tragicomic, became archetypes of the human condition. Gogol's masterpiece, Dead Souls, is a satirical masterpiece that follows a con man who buys up the names of deceased serfs. He uses their souls as collateral for a loan. Gogol's unflinching portrayal of greed, bureaucracy, and the plight of the peasantry resonated deeply with readers. He set the stage for the great realists who would follow.
Section 4. Dostoevsky, the soul's architect. Fyodor Dostoevsky stands as one of the most influential figures in world literature. His works delve into the darkest recesses of the human psyche. They explore themes of guilt, redemption, faith, and the nature of good and evil. Dostoevsky's own life, marked by imprisonment, exile, and personal tragedy, deeply informed his writing. Dostoevsky's novels are characterized by their psychological depth and philosophical inquiry. He gave voice to the marginalized and the downtrodden. He explored the complexities of human relationships. His characters grapple with existential questions. They confront their own mortality. Masterpieces like Crime and Punishment, The Idiot, and The Brothers Karamazov remain essential reading for anyone seeking to understand the human condition. Dostoevsky's works continue to provoke, challenge, and inspire readers around the globe.
Section 5. Tolstoy, History's Bard. Leo Tolstoy, often mentioned in the same breath as Dostoevsky, offered a different perspective on the human experience. While Dostoevsky delved into the depths of the human soul, Tolstoy took a panoramic view of history and society. His epic novels, such as War and Peace and Anna Karenina, explore the complexities of love, war, family, and the search for meaning in a vast and often indifferent world. Tolstoy's characters are often caught between their personal desires and the weight of societal expectations. He grappled with questions of morality, social justice, and the role of the individual in society. His writings reflected his own evolving spiritual and philosophical beliefs, which emphasized pacifism, non-resistance, and a deep empathy for the suffering of others. Tolstoy's works, with their sweeping narratives and complex characters, continue to captivate readers with their insights into the human condition. His exploration of the human spirit against the backdrop of grand historical events cemented his place as a literary giant.
Section 6. Chekhov, Master of Subtext. Anton Chekhov, known for his plays and short stories, brought a unique sensibility to Russian literature. Chekhov's works are often characterized by their subtlety, psychological realism, and a focus on the everyday lives of ordinary people. He was a master of subtext, leaving much unsaid but implied through gesture, dialogue, and atmosphere. Chekhov's plays, such as The Seagull, Uncle Vanya, and The Cherry Orchard, explore themes of loss, longing, unfulfilled dreams, and the quiet desperation of life in pre-revolutionary Russia. His characters are often trapped by circumstance, paralyzed by inaction, or unable to communicate their true feelings. Chekhov's innovative approach to drama, with its emphasis on mood and character development, had a profound impact on 20th century theatre. His works continue to be staged worldwide, resonating with audiences who recognize the universality of his themes and the enduring power of his storytelling.